Hello everybody, it is with minor regret that we unfortunately, we are on day 10. I just played day 9 and the recording was not recording for some reason. I don't know if I simply did not push the button or if something happened, because it's not very often that recordings happen where I don't happen to be recording, but I will catch you up because it was only about a 12-minute day because we only placed 6 rooms in the whole trip, or maybe 8. But some big things happened. One, we found a room that had a freezer which froze our gems and our coins. So we have yesterday's gems and coins available to us as a leg up today, which is good. And I drafted the library, which had a bunch of books about like the metadata of our runs, which is very interesting. So it was like, you've drafted this from the most, this from the least. You've taken this many steps, all that kind of stuff over the length of the full game. And also, outside in our outdoor room, we took a schoolhouse, and there was something in the schoolhouse that was very important, I feel, which I don't know if it was a permanent upgrade or a temporary upgrade, but as soon as I have the opportunity to show you what that thing was, I will take it, because I don't want you guys missing out on the interest of stuff. Trading post, items for trade, hovel, and tool shed. Well, we've done the tool shed and the hovel before. We've never done the trading post. Not that I have any items, but we'll see if there's interesting stuff in here. So, nothing. Oh, dynamite. A little too dangerous to pick up. A puzzle? Okay, that rotates stuff around the pink one. I could be here for a minute, couldn't I? Okay, I think I want to get yellow ones into the corners. That I can do right now. That I can do right now. I wonder if there's any kind of clue about this device in this room. You have no items to trade. Sure. A couple of runs ago, I had about 4 items, which would have been really handy about now, but I understand we can't always have everything. So we're gonna sort through this for a second. So pressing that resets it. That makes a different noise, and this yellow matches this. If I press this, that yellow now matches that. But I can only progress yellows up the board. Okay, can I reset? Do this, do that. Ah, okay. Closer, for sure. There's a version of this where we can get both of these on the left-hand side of this, surely. So this promotes to there immediately. Nice. You have earned a reward of an allowance token. Your allowance has been permanently raised by 2 money. Interesting. All right, I had no idea that would be in here, but I'm grateful for it. So I guess every run we just start with 2 money now. I can hardly be mad. And so if I find some items, we can come back and trade them there, though it's going to be a lot of steps to go out and back just to trade things. But, you know, we progress, we learn. We haven't been in any of these rooms yet. So, let's start with the hallway, because it has the kind of dead-endiest side that we can move to. With 3 available rooms to us, I will take the closet. A die. And a sleep mask. I've not seen a sleep mask before. A black silk sleep mask. The first time you enter each bedroom with a sleep mask, gain 5. Nice. Spare room, den, commissary. We'll go den because that keeps more options open to us. There's a trunk there. I don't have any keys or a sledgehammer, as the case could be. Parlour, chapel, nursery. Give me the nursery, because we can get 5 steps from it first, then 5 steps when we step into it with a sleep mask. We can look for any extra stuff in here, like that gem. We've read... I read this book. I think I read that in the long episode we recently did. The story about the Red Prince, who might be me. That is not a puzzle for us, thank goodness. I could not solve a Rubik's Cube right now, even if I wanted to. Okay, I think that's everything in here. Over to security. Car keys. Interesting. Now that I have them, I would love to draft the garage, given the opportunity. I'm not going to screw around with the security right now. Kitchen, billiard room, nook. Let's go nook, because we don't have a key. I'm so mad I lost even just a 12-minute day. Passageway, 2 gems, but gives us tons of options, which is very important, I feel. Laundry room, launder currency. Well, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to take the pantry, because that gives us access to the west wall. And on the west wall, we might be able to get to the garage. Would you look at that? So here, there are 3 keys. If the power is on, we can open the garage door, but... The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get the heck out of here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you can never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. Interesting. Do we have a key for this? Floor plan upgrade disc. A floor plan upgrade disc. Insert to one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Intriguing. We have security already available to us. That is a huge boon. We've seen this note before. Okay, so we have a bunch of keys. We have the contents of the car now. I wonder if we can get this multiple times or if it is only the once. I do not yet know. Okay, so we have to go back through security, although we could draft the north and south ways rooms right now, so let's do that. I will do this courtyard because that lets us draw some dead-end stuff. We get a shovel. That's nice, especially when there's areas for digging immediately. A few pebbles. Well, they can't all be winners, I suppose. Turnips, 6 nutrition. Okay. This direction is new. Parlor, storeroom, kitchen. They're all dead ends, so let's take the storeroom dead end. Coin, key, gem. Nothing else immediately of interest. Picture of the blueprint. Again, the E does show our current correct location, which is very amusing to me on this art. So, from here, we have to do the loop around to security. Should we draft this while we're here? I suppose we can. Billiard room, guest room, spare room. This is our only further progression route. So, we'll do the billiard room. Leave that for next. For now, Nook back into security. Interact with a terminal. Insert disk. Floor plan upgrade program. Scanning disk. Hallway data has been found on this upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Select a floor plan to upgrade this room to. +1 key, +1 locked trunk, an extra hallway to tomorrow's draft pool. That's very interesting. I do draw the hallway a lot. It's either, I think, between the key or drafting an extra hallway. But if we have a specific set of rooms required to fill out every room, I guess there will always be something that we can't draw, right? Because some of the things like classrooms are context dependent. So take this upgrade. Means we'll have less dead ends. Because dead ends are always a problem. Right, we're near the entrance hall. Let's step out. We can check the trading post is still there. We can walk in here. We get +2, +5 from the sleeping mask. We can check for any supplies that there might be. I don't see anything. That's fine. So, we'll keep the shovel, but if I can trade the car keys now, or perhaps the sleep mask, now that we've already been in 2 bedrooms, we'll see what we get offered up for it. I am intrigued. Car keys. Trade car keys for coupon book. Sleeping mask with magnifying glass. Yeah, right. So, coupon book. Save $1 on each purchase you make on the estate. Okay. I take it this doesn't have... Yeah, that's not interactable with any longer. Can't touch the dynamite. So there was a document I found in the library on my lost 12-minute day that I would like to find while I have the magnifying glass. I don't know if it holds the answer. I think that it might, but we won't know unless we try. And so we have coupon book, shovel, magnifying glass. Must be on the lookout for little spots that we can dig. Billiard room. 8. 3 and 12 is 15. Times by 1 is still 15. 3 and 1 and 2 is 6. Times 2 is 12. 20 and 10 is 30. Minus 18 is 12. Divide by 2 is 6. Divide by 6 is 1. We get the silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. Nice to have, especially when we already have 5 keys. I have found keys on the floor of this room before, but seems not right now. So this is our only current exit. We'll go dining room. I'm sad that I'm not drawing the observatory more. I feel like investing in that is something I should try and do. Spare room, chapel, guest bedroom. We'll go spare room. Then we have to find something that goes left, but if needs be, we can re-roll with our die. We'll take the gymnasium. We're only going to walk through here once, basically, because we have nothing else to do here. We could check the dead end side, if we can draft a dead end or something that we then won't see later. We might as well take 10. That's +5, +10. Any items? There is a note. Nothing of concern with it. Nothing on the surfaces. All right. -2 for playing some basketball. We can take the observatory, but I think I'm going to take the dining room or the drawing room because that gives us 2 exits, which gives us more learning opportunities, which is basically what we're here for at the moment. Corridor, breaker box, locksmith. Take the corridor, but we'll draft the other side first. I could have redrawn those, actually. Coat check, East Wing Hall, chapel. East Wing Hall, the easy choice. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Don't have any gems, so it's going to have to be the parlor right now. We will do the puzzle while we're here. The other 2 boxes are true. The other 2 boxes are blue. This is a lie. This is a lie. So this must be true. The other 2 boxes are empty, which means this one has stuff in it. Nice and simple. Give me those sweet, sweet gems. Seems to always be 2 gems in this game. Still a good supply of regular keys. Combine inventory items to create new things. Like what? It's a fantastic question. Sweep the perimeter. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is of 10, lost among the bold words, spoken soft the note to read. This letter is not. Right, okay, well. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message, in bold, read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. You have to assume we don't need to know music to understand this, because I can't read music. So maybe this is teaching us something about... Oh, there's a lockpick kit. That's nice. Maybe it's teaching us something about bold letters, but I'm just going to take a screen cap of this for my notes. So you guys can see there is that page just captured in full with some of our other bits and pieces. What else do we have in this room? Whatever it is, it's going to be on this center table. Workshop. Combine inventory to create new items. Are you going to tell me what's valid? You are? Right, none of that. None of that. None of that. Alright, it seems that I don't have any valid items right now. Fine. Coat check, darkroom, commissary. I'll take commissary. It is... I don't know what day it is. Gems are 3 gold for 1, salt shaker, sledgehammer, and a metal detector. Okay. Try using the lockpick kit. You don't seem to be able to pick this door's lock. Well, we tried. Chapel, boudoir, kitchen. Chapel. So, for the second time, we have reached the antechamber, but do not have access to it for reasons that have been yet discovered. There's a good amount of money, though. We could buy food. We could buy more keys. Let's buy some more keys. That does leave us out of gems. We could try for a different special key. That's the sound of them grinding the bitting onto the keys. Prism key. If you unlock a door with the prism key in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you will draw floor plans of the same color. That's very interesting. Okay. Chapel takes 1 money from us again as we go through. I'm still intrigued as to the chess pieces that we see all over, but Nothing to be resolved from that yet. So workshop parlour over to the east wing then. Assuming nothing's changed for that lot. And cut through here though. Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. Don't have the stuff for that. Dark room's a dead end. So we might as well take bunk room and increase our steps greatly. A huge amount of step gain. Totally fine by me. Don't see anything in here. We've read that diary before. Just knowing that anything could be a clue for some other thing is the really, really wild part. Buddy's having a great time. Right. Big hooked U-turn here. Don't be a dead end. The Great Hall with 7 locked doors. Now, we have 1 key, but we have these other areas. Prism key. Hallways. We can draw a hallway off of our hallway. This is locked. Use a special key. Use the prism key. Aquarium. Special cost bypassed. Foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Interesting. Hallway, draft an extra hallway. Tomorrow. I don't want to use my special... Oh, wait, we have lockpicks. I wonder how many of these we might be able to lockpick. Oh, another upgrade disc is very interesting. We have 40 steps, and we still have security available. Oh my god, it's the wrong edge. That's such a tease. And we get another key. Okay. There's no way for us to get up to that part of the antechamber. On this image, it's not changed. Boudoir, dark room, kitchen. Has to be the boudoir. Sorry, the dark room. Though, hallway actually gives us an out to get over there, so... We'll take the boudoir. We get 5 steps. There's this, which is still a mystery to me, even with the magnifying glass. I can't see the numbers on the safe. I don't see code hidden in this painting, or this postcard. Because what I do know is that there is a safe back here that I do not know the code for. So that is still one of the many mysteries that we have. So we're going to go back to the Great Hall. There are 3 doors remaining. We have 2 keys. I'm going to open these 2 non-doorway doors. Okay, yeah, good. Solid. Also solid. Love that for me. Is there something that I could use to orient the side that has the switch? I'm gonna capture this and make a note of that being where the pull switch is, and then the next time we find this room we can see if anything changes. So I've added here, we have the Great Hall. My camera is in the top left in relation to the room, is my position, and it's the Great Hall hidden switch for the east antechamber door. So hopefully that helps. There's great knowledge for another day. We still have this route out of the hallway. Can't pick this door. I will use my silver key because we aren't going to have much else to do. The conference room gives us 2 areas. And we've never seen it before, so absolutely. I must take my upgrade disc to the other location, though. Right, jugs of water, notebooks, pens. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Okay, there's a red note. Safe code 9083. Now, this might be a lie, but I'm still going to make a note. Because of course I am. And in fact, we can check the safe on our way back through to the security door, I believe. So that's good. Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Any other notes on any of the papers? Not seeing any. Just gonna assume that there's not anything else to be seen on this. But we do have now 2 rooms that we can come to off of this room. West Wing Hall wine cellar we have not seen before, but the West Wing Hall gives us more options. This spreads gems, but we have no gems to spread gems. There's that staff notice note. Let's do south first. Can't pick south. North is not locked. Utility closet or the study. When drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Well, I don't think I've ever seen the study. So I will draft it now for the first time. Another safe. 9083. Enter. No. What about backwards? 3809. Enter. No. Okay. Is there a clue in this room? You never know. Raft, smile. Coat, cat, eliminated the A. We've seen that in 2 pieces of art somewhere. Sturdy, study. Acre, face, ace, lace, beard, bard. Acre makes arc. Face makes ace. Lace makes... don't know. Beard makes bard. I don't know if it's possible with so little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all the rooms in the house. We need them produced in sets of 2, a pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely delusional and think this can be pulled off by Thursday. Spine. Pine. S. Oh, God. I might need a very big notebook page for this. 44 letters in the message. Face and ace. Used pairings. Glove, love, sling, sing, crowd, grow. Groan, groan. Gown. Snack, sack. And a chessboard where we have seen many, many chess pieces before. Oh boy. I wonder if it contains the code for the safe among all of the pairs of rooms. But here's the thing, right? Every time we draw the rooms, they're different. But does that mean... So we know that in the entrance hall, the art is always the same. But I have observed the art in, for example, hallways changing. So I reckon every time a room is drafted to this coordinate, the paintings are these 2 paintings no matter what room is drawn. So I'm going to need a system to start taking track of what rooms make what letters and start making note of that over the course of the next many runs. There is also chess, but I can't do it all at once. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I already have lots of rooms and 41 steps available to me, and we need to come back to this security room. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to make a table or a document or something, and then we will start filling that in as we go backwards through this house. All right, so we're over in this view, and we are going to need to start filling in this table. I hope it's legible enough over there. We'll see what we can do about fonts and stuff. Hopefully it's fine. So we are in column 1. Does it have a formal organization? 44 letters in the message. We know face and ace. They have unused pairings. But right now in this word, we have pine and spine. So on here, this is going to be S. And I'm going to do that for S of spine and pine. So we need to go back and go to security to hand in the upgrade disc. And while we're on the way, you get my pretty face. I've turned the light on so it's not quite so blue. And we can do this. So what do we have? Wheat and sleet? No. Rain and grain? Yeah. So we are here. And we have rain. All right, get used to it, folks. This is the rest of our day together. At least we've got 39 steps for this while our place is reasonably populated. Cliff or beach. And price or tag or 10. Tag, 10. What is this? It's not rice. It's not like price and rice. Tag. Label. Fable. View. I don't know, but I'm not going to sit on it too much. There'll be plenty of time for new things. So, is this a pilot? And an orchard? Forest? Is it a man and a plan? I don't know. Can't be man and plan, because that's not the right number of letters. Oh dear, we could be in for some trouble. This room doesn't have art. Oh, it does have art. Okay. Oh, God. What is the proper name for a cake decoration tower? I have no idea. Tiger? It's gonna be some more looking things up, I think, but should we? I could take screenshots of all of them and then add them to a great big long database, but that feels too involved in the notes right now. Plain and paint. Fly and dry. Oh, God. I'm hoping that I will come back to many of these on other days and the inspiration will be far more clear. That's the dream. Right, we need to go through here. Chart or graph. And is that a coal train? Chart, graph, growth. Stoke and stock. S-T-O. No. Is it? That can't be. It would be 5 here. Stoke and stock. S-T-O. Yeah, it can't be C-K and K-E. Oh, God. I'm concerned. Now, this room has lots and lots of... Oh, wait, this is 10 and tent. I can do that. That's great. Where are we? We are 5 up on the right-hand side. That is this. This is 10. Tent. We've got that one. Tent, 10, 10T. Good. Progress. Let's go south because I definitely want to get to the The art in here? There is. Sand and is an easy one. I definitely want to get to the server room where we can put the key in. So drawing room goes down to the gymnasium, which is this. And this was sand. Okay, and then check the guest bedroom. I suspect this is P and peak at the top of a mountain. And that is here. I don't know why I'm doing the extra words. But hey, someone worked hard on these puzzles and I appreciate that effort. This does not have any art. Which is fine. We'll just have to redraft this room with something else there. Pizza has been served. I'll take it. We don't have a furnace, but I will take the wood-fired pizza in the dining room. Thank you for my 20 extra steps. As for art in here, we have some kind of plant and a stage. Best guess, stage and sage, I would guess. So that is 4 up center. Stage with the T blocked out of that, which doesn't really match the exact pattern of many of the other ones, but I'm gonna stick with it. Let's go to the billiard room. What have we got here? We've got a cot and a dress. A bunk. Don't know. I don't know what that is. And as I said, I'm going to just keep moving swiftly through a lot of these. I don't see any art in this hallway. That's fine. Let's do the pantry because we've still got plenty of steps. Can I see art in here? I can. Boat and bird do not work. Boat, bloat, boat. No, no idea. Garage art, we have car and card. That's nice and simple. That is here. Car and card. Going to be... Hopefully, we can kind of piece together what we're missing when we have enough of the volume. Let's do the courtyard. Any art outdoors? Absolutely fine if there's not. Indeed, I don't see any. Storeroom. That's just the letter E in this space. Plane again. Oh, this could be a plan and a plane. Yeah. Let's keep with my nomenclature. Plan a plane. Through the courtyard again. This was a dead end, so back through and through the billiard room. we've got a road and a rod. In here. Rod. Road. Good. Security time. So this is time to do an upgrade. Do I need to hit just E instead? Yeah. Upgrade program. 2 of these at once is an interesting development. The courtyard. We've seen the courtyard. Select a floor plan. +2 gems. 5 dig spots. Courtyard. Courtyard is always left unlocked. I don't know what I should be prioritizing in times like this. I think gems, because often we just run out of room for drafting because we don't have gems. 5 dig spots is probably better than 2 gems on the occasions you happen to have the shovel and happen to draw the courtyard, which I guess if this is the courtyard, so you have drawn it by this point. I think I'm going to take the 3 gems. Hopefully I don't regret this. I'm, for the first time, having mad ideas about what the speedrun for this looks like. Of course I am. A bridge and a bride, I suppose. E-R-I-D-E. The G is a different word here. Cool. Right, so we've done our upgrade. That was the really important part. We can try and do a bunch of the words in this lower section of the area. There's like very little music and ambient sound right now. I feel like I'm just talking mostly to me. Let me stand by the fire and get some nice ambience going. Bath and bat. That's a simple one. Where are we? Here. Bat with bath. Let's go nursery. We don't have the sledgehammer and we don't have any keys. Art. It's that coal looking thing again. Is this just car? No. Coal and car don't match. Cart? Car and cart? I'll write it down, but I'll put a question mark on it. Cart. Car and cart. Triple exclamation mark for some uncertainty. Now, we saw the picture of the cart earlier, so maybe there's a room where we can then check our work, so to speak. Go to this hallway, which has pin and pine. And we can go to the closet, which has 10 and deer or buck or tag. This umbrella has a lot more stitching than I expect an umbrella to have. Tag and... Is there a name for a male deer that's not a buck or something? Tag, tor, tag, teak. I have no idea. I'm not going to worry myself about it right now. The entrance hall, we know, we've observed before, we have the face card and the ace card, and that one's given to us. So it's face. We can go to this bedroom. crowbar and prayer beads. Is it pray and pry? Pray and pry. Gonna just question mark that one for not being completely certain. So we're back in the entrance hall. We have 25 steps left, so we can go to that top right corner and just do most of that as well. I don't see why we wouldn't. So it's going to be through security, passageway. We kind of got to... We did the left-hand side, but we didn't do a lot of up here. I mean, we got the time right. We've done the upgrade. It's through here. Yeah, I don't know what uniform and bunks have or whatever. Cots, cribs. We did stage and age. We go through the spare room, which had no art. The gym was and sand. This was tent and tent, yes. Okay. Going back north again. So coat coat and coast, I think. Post and coat. No. Yes, that. That looks good. I like that. From here, the bunk room. We have the deer again. Oh, this was stag and stage. Did we do... We've seen this pattern in a different room. They might just be doubling up because they don't have enough uniques. I can imagine it, but we will do that there. Stag and stage again. Then going north to parlor. We've got 12 steps left. Plain and pain, perhaps. I think I'm gonna give that one a question mark just because I'm not certain, but I think this is a window pane and a plane. Workshop art. That's not. The true box does not always contain the prize. I don't know what that means. I missed that the first time through entirely. This is a fan and a flan. Or a flan. Workshop. Flan. Fan for capital L. Gotcha. Commissary. Paint and pint. That's going to be the A here. And chapel. We have actual art here. One. 7. 5. 2. 3. Is there a code in here? Hold on. Hold on. We're going to take a slight mental detour to think about writing down these numbers in some fashion. So, chapel windows. We have 1, 7, 5. I'm gonna differentiate with hyphens here. 175. Nothing on these statues. Candles not lit. Don't know if that's important. Not a clue. 1, 7, 5, 2, 3. I don't see one behind there. There's the symbol of the cherries. Then there's 6 here. And 4. And that's all of them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 windows in total. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers, less the number on the other side of the glass. The chapel is not on the outside edge, so I don't know if we could look at whatever the last piece of art is from outside in and see the reverse image. But it's possible that the windows make up a code. The start and end point of the code, I'm not certain. Possibly 7 because it's the highest. 7 then clockwise, perhaps. The locksmith, do you have art? I don't see any. Can't afford any keys. Alright, I think that's probably... Oh, wait, you do have art. Boat and bat again. Boat... Bat makes for an O. I wonder if maybe all of the tent and stage both get to T. Stage and stage both get to T. So there's multiple ways of making T. So it's not all that one letter is always the same. This taxes us again for coming through. That side of the antechamber is not open, which is a damn shame. There's still nothing for us to do on this table. I think we're about to run out of steps, but what a productive day we've had. Huh? I certainly feel like we've had a productive day. Where are we? We did bunk room. Alright, that is our day. An hour and 3 minutes. Did we do 2 days today or 1? I can't even remember. But we have used all of our steps. How does our report lie? We've seen a lot of rooms now. Stately Inn. 6 bedrooms, 34 rooms. Rank 8 reach. Steps taken 123. 9 items found. 4 new rooms. And lots of new knowledge. Alright, that is all for today. Thank you guys ever so much for hanging out with me and looking at my little note board over here. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.